Time for my singing voice, because sometimes with these songs I sing without realizing it. So this order's going to Lake Jackson. When I get down there, I'll make up my mind. When I get down to Lake Jackson, I'll make up my mind. Do I want to stay down there for a little while and earn some money, or come right back to Angleton? I figured out, y'all ride along, we'll see what happens. Like I said, I apologize ahead of time for my singing voice, y'all. What have I become but a lost empty soul? Or have I become stronger than I know? And I'm not sure how to show it. What have I become? A broken soul that needs to be put back together. Or have I got it hiding inside me but too scared to let it out? How can I get it out of me instead of holding it in? How can I break free of all the pain and grief I hold inside? What have we become, a lost cause not worth fighting for anymore? Have we become stronger in our love, but we just need time apart to see it? Have we got lost in our way and need to find our way back? Can we find our way back? Or do we need to find the same path, but on a different road? I wonder this every day of my life, and I know there is some out there to do the same. But instead of dwelling on it, you need to pick yourself up off the floor, brush off the dust and keep pushing on. And start asking yourself, how do I get my heart back? How can I love again? How can I let the pain out? How can I use the grief to help me get stronger? When you sit back and think on it too much and do nothing about it, all it does is build up and get worse. So when we do take action, it is even harder to take care of it than it would have been if you took action on it when it first happened, instead of thinking so hard on it. And no, I am not talking about just going out there and taking action without thinking. No, if you do that, it will only make things worse. Yes, sit back and think on it, but no to the point to where you're dwelling on it. You need to just think on it long enough to where you can find the best way to work it out. Yes, it is a good thing to go ask for advice from others, but when they tell it to you, don't take it and use it the way they tell you, because it is how it works for them, unless you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that they said and you doing it how they said will work for you. Take what they said and think on it just to see how it'll work out the best way for it. Just think, how would it be if you worked it out that way? Yes, it might have worked out, but it is not the best way for you. If you don't do it the way that's the best for you, it will break again. There is no doubt that it will break again, unless you have a grip on it when you fight for it and get it back to losing your grip. Just because it feels safe, because it will fall again. So hold on long enough to see that you have a strong ground to stand on, and that you can stand on your own, because things may not work out the way we want them to, but you know in the end it always works out the way that is the best for us. Whether we see it right away or later on, it is always what is best for us, the way it works out. But then we find that one person that helps us out in a small way. Sometimes we see how they are doing, but then again sometimes we don't see it until after they have done it. But yet they say all the right things in the right time. Then again there are those that say all the wrong things in the wrong time. In those moments when we go out there and ask around, we always know what is the right thing or what is the wrong thing. It just takes us acting on the right one as to what happens. Sometimes we act on the wrong thing knowing that we are doing it, but we do it anyways, thinking that this is the way I want to do it, but end up getting hurt in the end. Well, in those times we see who our real friends are, or who are just there. Your true friends are the ones who stick by your side no matter how far away you move, or no matter what happens. Then sometimes the real friends say all the right things, but we get mad cause it is the things that we see we're doing. Don't like to hear the truth can hurt, but most of the time the truth is a good thing. It is what saves us from trouble sometimes, and at the end of all this you become stronger or weaker. It depends on what you let it do to you. What is that you hold so deep inside of yourself? How is it that you can hold it so deep inside and never let it out without breaking down, or just lose it out where you do it? Either you don't know how to let it out, or maybe you don't think it is the right time. I'll tell you so, how will it ever be the right time if you don't let it out? And how is it that you don't know how to let it out? If you don't try to, do you even know what it is that you hold so deep inside yourself? Or do you need to do something soul searching to find it, how it out? Maybe that's what it is. You have more than one thing to let out, but you're not sure on which one. Well, I believe you let out the one that feels the strongest, the one that you feel inside that is trying to break out the most at that time. That's the one you let it, because even if it is not the right time for you, it is the right time for someone who needs to hear it. And who knows, you may be the only one that tells them that one thing they need to hear, and you might be the last chance to have to hear it. Well, I am not sure what it is. Breaking these chains, feel the weight of this town. Tired of love, just spins me around. Words in my head, they're just lost in the noise, waiting for someone who truly enjoys. Tell me it's real, can you give me a sign? I'm searching for answers, just trying to find. Pay me a time, play all of these fine games. I'm ready to rise, I won't
colors so bright. With open hearts we'll dance through the night. In every embrace, sharing this grace, this beautiful journey we found our place. Lost in the echoes of laughter, we'll write our own song. With every line spoken, our love grows strong. This journey we're on, it's just beginning to unfold. With the warmth of your heart, it feels joy untold. Let's dance in the memories, both old and new. A copy of each other, just me and you. Like the water so bright across the sand, united we'll rise. We made it, we stand. In every heartbeat I can feel the change. The future in our hands, nothing feels strange. With laughter we'll build on the dreams we've spun. Through every sunrise, as clear as the sun. With the glimmer of victory shining in the sky. With spirit so bold, we were meant to fly. Through every new texture, I'm never alone. With you as my anchor, I finally found home. Once upon a war zone, pages getting torn up, crayons on the helmets, cookies in the cup. Humpty on the wall with the chrome plate shining, yoke on his boots, got the whole squad grimy. Jack brings beans, plants tanks in the garden, shine in the clouds, dropping boots, no pardon. Three blind mice use wires like whips, tap dance quiet on the edge of the cliff. Mary got lambs with the armor and spikes, they march through the pipe while the thunder bite bites. Jack and Jill roll back down with the war drum, crowns cracked open, kids won't run, Jill grip tight on a chipped-tin pail, filled up high where the hell's going down. Welcome to the battle of the storybook horde. Crayons crack, we sharpen every sword. When the lullabies scream and the starlight roars, we write our names in the margins of war. This is a clash in the cardboard sky. Broken toys marching, they refuse to die. When the bedtime breaks and the heroes fall, we turn the nursery into a war-torn hall. Yeah, we turn the nursery into a war-torn hall. Yeah. Little Bo Peep lost sheep, found wolves, painted them wool, now they bite by the rules. Goldilocks back with the bear claw brass, too soft, too sweet, now she just smashes glass. Old King Cole on the throne of blocks, laughing through the smoke with the ticking clocks. Fiddlers in flames, they still play cold. Strings cut deep like a secret code. Itsy bitsy climbing up the watchtower rail, threads round necks like a handmade veil. Down came rain, washed fear from the field. Spider spins a flag as the weak ones heal. Welcome to the battle of the storybook horde. Crayons crack, we sharpen every sword. When the lullabies scream and the starlight roars, we write our names in the margins of war. This is the clash in the cardboard sky. Broken toys marching, they refuse to die. When the bedtime breaks and the heroes fall, we turn the nursery into a war-torn hall. Hey, who's afraid of the big bad rage? We drew it in chalk on the crib side frame. Who's gonna win when the tails turn teeth? Every soft spoken rhyme, now a great grind scream. Line up, soldiers made of string and clay. Stuff bears, 10 nights, all shades of gray. If we don't wake up when the dream runs red, we'll crown ourselves on a pillow of lead. Hey. Welcome to the battle of the storybook horde. Crayons crack, we sharpen every sword. When the lullabies scream and the starlight roars, we write our names in the margins of war. This is the clash in the cardboard sky. Broken toys marching, they refuse to die. When the bedtime breaks and the heroes fall, We turn the nursery into a war-torn hall. Once upon a war zone, spines all bent. Sing one last rhyme, let the bruises vent. You hate what you don't know. You fear what you don't see. You copy what they told you. That's weak, that ain't free. Nah, you really judge your whole life off a skin tone, hair tight, whole brain on airplane mode. Talk loud, but you ain't right. Hand me down, hate in your head. Old lines that your granddad said. You flex like you so advanced, but you stuck in a cave instead. You scared of a name you misread, scared of a scarf on a kid. Blame them for the things you did. What part of that sounds big? You mad at the way they pray. You mad at the food they taste. You mad at a different face. That's just fear dressed up as brave. Wow, race is the dumbest thing you could be. You hate somebody you ain't even me. Whole tiny mind judges a whole sea. You small, that's weak energy. Racism the dumbest thing you could choose. You already lost when you hope they lose. World too wide for your buster.
Something's smelling good out here. No, crap, wrong button. Wrong one. Retake.
Somebody you ain't even me. Whole tiny mind to the tone. See you small, that's weak energy. Racism the dumbest thing you can choose. You already lost when you hope they lose. World too wide for your body stuff views. Grow up, that's all fake news. Look at the food you eat. Look at the clothes you wear. Every culture in your house, but you still talk they over there. Look at the songs you play. Look at the slang you say. You buy style from every place, then act like they in your way. Wow. Hate looks heavy in your face. Wow. Love, you know that's real. Wow. You can chill, we can share. Wow. If you rather play who's real. Wow. Race is the dumbest thing you could be. How you hate somebody you ain't even me. Whole tiny mind trying to judge a whole sea. You small, that's weak energy. Racism the dumbest thing you could choose. You already lost when you hope they lose. World too wide.